Well, what's this? All right, it's 2:29. Really stressed right now because I just came from bringing all the rosters to the, grandma and fat fuck, and I just come out there feeling terrible each time, because there's no guidance. You're just kind of thrown into it. They don't realize that they're kind of idiots, and so I have to keep finishing reading all this stuff and preparing the PowerPoint, and I'm behind, and there's no other time to do it. Where am I going? So now I'm going the wrong way. And the weird thing is, then they direct me to the owner, right? And it's like, they never got back to me regarding the DVDs. This is government, so there's only DVDs. I think I know I could rip the DVDs because I did that with the last DVDs from them when I worked for somewhere else. So if it's DVDs, that means they don't have blockage on it. But it's just like, the bottom line is I feel shit. I feel like I'm being pushed into something, And then they tell me like, you'll be able to teach pretty soon after, then we could book you. And I'm like, fuck, I don't want to be booked by you. I was just using it to get that. Oh my God, I would die. But it is something that's standardized. It's government. And I'm like, okay. Basically, the main problem is only 200 milligrams of caffeine. So my willpower, or whatever you call it, it's like everything's like down. I'm like sensitive to everything. Just gotta get home. But first I'm doing some groceries because I work tomorrow. I gotta find out what happened to that other woman who was teaching the class with me last week, and she left early. So there's other things to deal with, But I gotta keep up on all this. I will say that I forgot. I think I was gonna say that at least my system, I'm being forced to use my system better and better, to keep me on track. This is my lesson. Having said that, I had a little paper in my wallet, which is rare, and I didn't buy any canned salmon or anything. So I'm gonna make a note of that in notes on that one page, the top of the page, and try to scroll down as much as I can every day, so nothing's a surprise. You know what I mean? So what I'm realizing is I need to keep on top of everything, like checking my notes often, at least daily in the morning. I keep capturing throughout the day, and it keeps going in the top of the notes. I need to divide it to several pages, but for now it's one long page. Putting some of it into alarms, putting some of it into Google Calendar. I need to keep up that habit, and to just be able to take control of everything and keep the peace, my peace, so I'm not anxious. I haven't done this. I did this. I cleaned that bucket, and I have gloves. Those gloves are being disinfected. But I've accumulated more. So I have shirts I need to work on. I worked on 3 of them to break the ice, and it's 3:38. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to cook some food. I'm going to turn on the computer. I haven't checked my work computer that's over there that my knapsack dropped the other day at the store. Yeah. just keep up on all that. I had bought a new pair of compression socks. I paid full price for them because it's never on special, and I want to keep up with that. They help. So I sat down for a bit because I got some groceries. That went well. I've really diminished between protein bars and then going to granola bars, and now I'm like whatever's on special. Anyways, it's come down to that because I need to get food. I bought 4 veggie pates because I don't have a day off. Today was the day off and Saturday I thought I had day off, but I got a message that there was a course I used to teach, and then I didn't receive the notification. This is from the major place I'm teaching at, which is the community center, the one I love so much. And I didn't receive it because she sends it weeks before. Anyways, so I went back and I saw it and I took it. So, and then Sunday I'm doing the daycare center, the one that was given to me by grandma. One person is not showing up. It still equals to about $30-something an hour. So that's okay. It's fine. And I need to break the ice on that. So basically, I'm working every day. Today was the day to go return rosters. So I have to schedule days like that because that gives me some time during the day to take it a little easier, But anyways, I bought my groceries and automatically I came here to transcribe some pages from one page from my red book to here, to my notes, the accounting stuff, the money stuff, the finances. So that's kind of good that it's automatic. The more I'm working every day, the more I have to squeeze in that stuff to get things going. So I'm getting a little bit of my confidence back. I won't be able to read more of the book today because I don't have the situation set up. I have it for that long bus ride, and then the long bus ride back. I don't know what else to put in my system that will make me read it, I'm not going to read it at home because home is for the other work, and I'll be distracted, And I'm already sleep deprived, and I have to get ready to go to bed too. So basically, I got to work on my system, keep perfecting it, so that just keep things moving like this. The waking up at 1 to go to the gym is life-saving for me, I'd say. It's the only thing that grounds me. Even though I'm compromising sleep, it's worse. It's worse the other way around. If you've seen these videos, you know. I'd rather this. I would. Yeah. Better not cry. Alright, so it's 2:39. I'm off to the gym. Going down the long corridor. So I just crossed the security guard, the one that's a little bit more talkative and handsome. And he says, have a good evening or good night. I'm like, it's my morning, what are you talking about? Anyways, it's 2:41. I'm not out as early as I wanted to be, but I was stalling, taking my time. I had to go to the bathroom twice. I'm still a little bleh in my stomach, but that's from the food I ate. The noodles, actually, that's what I had, and I had it all. I forced it into me. I could have used it for lunch, but I'm thinking for lunch at this work, going to another school, another branch of a school, and I know there's the big Walmart there. I might actually go there during the lunch break. We have an hour to eat. I might do that because I'll be carrying a whole bunch of mannequins. I won't be able to go there after the fact, after the work, and then next day I'm somewhere else. So I want to at least go there quickly and check if there's that Neutrogena sunscreen. Even though at the pharmacy the other day, I bought another version, but Neutrogena I kind of like because it's cheaper and they have a darker color, so I don't have to put on as much to blend out the zinc oxide sunscreen. But anyways, so it's a weird day because, yesterday had that added pressure that I need to order DVDs for my course to teach. And I still haven't written my bills for Saturday and Sunday's class, and we are Wednesday now. Though I did send in the lists and the scanned exams because I did that at the class 2 days ago during the lunch break. So I have to figure out holes in my schedule like that to do those menial tasks, right? So when I got up today, I'm like, I want to at least not get too late to the gym. What am I going to do? So I couldn't do any of the computer work. So now it's creating this like little lag, this procrastination. But I scrubbed 3 pairs of underwear in the crotch area to remove the butt cream. I also took my time to nicely lotion up my feet and my lower legs. When I got to the gym, I still put on the baby oil, and it's working very nicely, keeping them in tip-top shape. Then, brushed my teeth, had one pill of caffeine, so 100 milligrams, they're the smaller ones. Was watching, I was going over my lists. That was my thing I need to do. So I have an idea what I need to do, and then I choose which ones I need to do, depending on, it's the strip club. Anyway, so that's what I'm working on, trying to kind of get things together and not feel stressed, right? Not feel stressed when things pile on like they are now. So I have to do those bills. I have to also check the past stubs with the bills I sent to see if they're correct, and I have to order that DVD. So, and possibly do some more shirts to keep up with that. But that could be an afterthought because that's always going to be in perpetuity. So I have to accept that. Right now I'm going to the gym, so I'm changing the environment. And I'm going to work on, transferring stuff from the red book to the notes. Keep that going. And do reading. Keep doing that while I do my workout. And then by then I'll have an idea what the first thing I'm going to do when I get home. The computer's still open. I can just begin the process of the 2 bills. It's just copy and paste and just go back to the list to see how many people were in the class so I know what to write off. Do that part, but I don't have to save it into the hard drives. I'll write a note to do that. Because it makes things longer and complicated. Now I know there's a 2-minute rule and whatever, but that whole project, I guess, is many steps, so it takes longer than 2 minutes. And if there's a bug, something not going right, it creates it longer and I'm stuck at the computer. So keep it as short and sweet as possible. And then I can find the pay stubs and send them to me, or actually, send them to me in email so they're right at the top of the email. And then, actually, I could open up my bills and just write down which ones are there. Keep that going. But all this interlaced with putting the food to cook, packing my mannequin bags, minoxidilling the hair, and hopefully finish the side of my beard. Keep the color all one color. Oh yeah, I also have to do the roster for the Sundays class, the class that I'm giving. That's mine. So there's a few things to do. See, I forgot about that. That is why the important thing to change is to keep looking at my list, keep looking at my alarms, because I have it written somewhere to remind me. So I need that to stay on track. That's my goal. All right, let me clarify. It's not that, it's to be able to check the list, do all that stuff initiated to lower my anxiety. Then I'll feel better, and I'll feel like I can continue. That's the goal. Okay, so that's why I'm out here. Because then if I didn't have gym, if I didn't have that, to be able to do the other stuff and my workout, the anxiety would be a lot higher. But I got a little bit more sleep today. I went to bed at 7, but then I played a little bit of the phone. But still, that's better than it's been, so keep on that. Okay, so I figured it out. I forgot. So I wrote a note in my notes to put that into my to-do list when I'm here. Is I can go through my phone, check the bill, the stuff that they sent me, write down the bill number and the amount and the dates. So there's 2 of them I didn't check. So when I get home, the next step would be just go into my bills and see if that's correct. So I just saved myself a step and lowered my anxiety just a little bit. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to make a little. Actually, I copied it into my notes. I'm actually going to put that into my alarm. So I just made an executive decision. Still working out. I might stay till 5, depending on how my energy goes and what I need to do. But I'm like, what I'm going to do is not read, because I also have this. I did one day. I have 3 more pages of the month of April to finish. So that seems like I could see the finish line. So instead of shifting all the time and, not getting much done, I'm going to do that. So I'm doing another page and then a 3rd and a 4th. I can finish that here. And then I'll do the reading on the way to work and during work and all that. So I won't have to worry about the red book for today. Good plan. See, I feel good, accomplished, in control. That's the goal. That's the goal, because I feel good. Now, I'm also asking myself, is it because I got that a little bit more sleep that I feel good too? I'm like, because that usually affects me too. So maybe it's a combination of everything. See, I was talking and I realized I didn't turn this on. So I'm almost at the school. It's 7:55. I have my bag here. That piece of tape using the, it's coming off a little bit here maybe. The material glue seems to be working well. And the inside is starting to roll up a little bit, I guess because the mannequins rub against it. That's what I was going to say. I got out at a decent time, 1:15. But my routine was really good. My system was really good. I watched a video that was about an hour long that was a confirmation of systems, and it spoke to me because I've been trying to do this for the past 10 years to make sure that everything kind of just rolls nicely, even on bad days, that I could do something, and that's my goal, as it is for training and all that. Though I was in a rush in the last bit because I tried to do everything and give myself time to rub one off, and then I couldn't sit down for videos, so I just kind of made a note to myself to imagine stuff, and that probably will help me, so I won't be so reliant on videos, you know what I mean? The only thing I didn't get to do, oh my God, the cops were there, and I was like, I'm in the middle of the street because the sidewalks are terrible. This is Ruby Foods. This is where there was an event from the same people who did the event I went to. I'd like to go. More police. Anyways, the only thing I couldn't do was read for my course, because I was focused on bringing my bags and eating actually. took me that time to eat. And maybe I'll have a few minutes before the class starts. Maybe not. I have to get up on that. Get at least a couple of pages in. So it's 2:44. And I'm off to... Oh, I like this view. I was off to the gym. I'm off to the gym. And I'm getting out the place. I see the security guard at the other side. Then I'm getting out and there's this guy in front. And I have to actually stand there and let the door close so he doesn't come in. So I learned my lesson the last time. If you followed one of the videos, as soon as I opened, I came out. This is like 2:40, like in the morning. They went in right away, and they were, druggies. So I had to actually stand there and wait for the door to close, like right next to him, Anyways, that's neither here nor there. I'm running late. Oh, my body is kind of sore. My biceps are sore, which is great because there I go chatting again. So you can tell I'm out of it. But anyways, it's a good thing. That's what I was trying to say. The PR is a good thing. It doesn't happen all the time, but it's every few months, maybe. But doing a preacher curl bicep exercise a couple of years ago, my wrists were always hurting with that weight. Everything. Now my wrists don't hurt, and it was smooth. So things are good. The frequency doesn't have to be a lot. That's the thing. I mean, I go every day, but I mix things up, let's just say. So I'm not completely awake, obviously. I saw a video yesterday on, was it me ADHD type thing? Did that guy just say, try to get my attention? I don't like that. I don't pay attention to it either. But, yeah. So, nice view though. So anyways, when I got up, I snoozed a bit, obviously. Damn it, I did it again. I caught myself chatting and I lost track of this recording time. So, close the loop on the dryer, even though it's something I'm going to have to repeat again. Do more laundry. Did not do any of the cleaning because I focused on the computer to the last pay stubs, which yesterday at the gym I had written down the numbers, and then I just sat down and, well, it took me a while to sit down, but do the numbers with the actual bills that I sent, and they went well. And then I put them, saved the stubs in my hard drive and my laptop, and then I wrote the next step to do, which I don't have to do at the computer, I could do on my phone, which is what I could do at the gym, actually. But I'm going to be doing reading, so anyways, is to remove those bill numbers from my Google Calendar because they were paid to me. So that's how I keep track of things. But I always have to write the next step so I know. And now I have to determine whether I'm going to do it on my phone or I'm going to do it at the couch, the beat up couch. Anyways, let me get myself to the gym. Let me focus. All right, so it's 5:34. I'm late, but whatever. Because it starts late where I'm at, even though it's a long trip. whatever, you know. So I'm still out of it. I did everything I need to do. And then I added some stuff, like I had to remove stuff from Google Calendar. This morning before I left, I checked the pay stubs. I said that already. Did a little bit of my Red Book to notes. Transferred that to another note because when the note gets too long, the iPhone slows down in the typing, right? But I'm starting to get something. I mean, it's not about the good day, bad day. That with training has always been, well, always has been for quite a while, more and more. It's just whatever. I do what I need to do. If I can't, I do whatever I can do, and it's a success. And in the long term, everything works well, right? The rest of my life, no, but it's coming. The more I check my list, the more I keep writing, the more I transfer. Like I transferred my Red Book stuff to another note file. I have to figure out a system to put that into the Excel sheet. Maybe it just has to be one day and I knock it out. I don't know. So ideally what I'm really learning is it's about the consistency. My training has been like that for several years now, but even more so, even more honed in. Nothing phases me. Like my left shoulder's a little tweaked and I just keep going. I keep finding something that works. I keep easing up a bit and it just goes, you know. My foot, my ankle finally, my Achilles on my right side is finally just starting to feel better. I can go downstairs without the problem. And it's just, that's the ebb and flow of everything. You tweak something, you keep going. You tweak your workout, you know? And a big part of it is, and I've done this before, and I don't know if I need validation for it, but I'm starting to get more confidence to realize that's how I work, is that there's always something I write on the top of the notes, priorities, and they change at each segment of the day, depending on how I feel and all that stuff. And then I just write it and I just execute to make it so that each task, they have to be in bite-sized amounts so that they are somewhat easy to begin and end, you know? Although past few things have been a little, you know, I felt the resistance, the friction, the procrastination. So I'm not there yet, but sometimes it just goes well. I mean, the more I go balls deep into this, even with sleep deprivation and whatever I'm feeling, I just keep going. I feel more satisfied. I feel like I have more control. And I feel that some things are progressing. I'm not where I'm at with my finances because I haven't gotten to that yet. I'm trying to... There's still some things I'm procrastinating on, you know, but it's about getting everything else done, pushing it to the side so I can face it. Or one day just say fuck it and face it, you know? Now, one thing that I kind of convinced myself today, you know, once everything else was tossed to the side in terms of mental space, is to check my mailbox. Holy crap, there's a lot of stuff. I don't check my mailbox because I'm afraid of getting all this government stuff. I don't know what this is. It's all circulars except for one thing. I don't know what that is. So I'm doing it because I'm waiting for a DVD that I ordered yesterday for work and I have to rip it. I do have a DVD burner that I bought. Well, an external DVD. Anyways, whatever. Alright, so I guess I should open this. Fuck. Alright. Just, as they say, pull the Band-Aid off. Alright, so I ripped it open, and it was from the bank that the government hasn't seized yet, the one that I'm using and it's there's nothing. Oh, I owe 90 cents from the card. Oh yeah, because I saw that. So I get a readout of all the porn I get, but I have to pay for it. And I guess it was one time it just kind of caught by. I think it's because of the exchange rate, and sometimes it changes. I saw that on the app. So it says available credit, amount over credit, 90 cents. I owe 90 cents. This is obviously when I go into my binges of, porn, or what I like to call porn. Anyways, how do I pay this? I put more money in the account anyways because I was using other stuff, but how do they take it? And there's fees also. All right, it's, foggy. It's 2:21. On my way to the gym, a little bit on normal time. My throat is kaput. Anyways, whatever. So it's 2:32. So on a decent time schedule.